What's up, Flexia fam? My name is Destiny, and today we are gonna move through a 30-minute intermediate flow with a focus on the lower body. We're going legs today. As we move through this, don't forget to look at the left-hand side of your screen for your spring options. Remember, you can always hit the up arrow for something a little bit more challenging or the down arrow for something a little bit less challenging. With that being said, let's get started. We're gonna start by hooking on our springs. If you are 5'9" or taller than that, I recommend gearing out by hooking on your springs, lifting up that gear bar and dragging it out one. If you are 4'2" or a little bit more petite, I recommend moving your shoulder blocks up by grabbing your shoulder block, moving it up to that front hole if it is not there already. And we can just keep that there for the rest of class. Your headrest is gonna be all the way down and you are gonna make your way onto your carriage. You're gonna lie down on your back and find parallel heels on your foot bar with your ankles flexed, toes to nose. Your feet are about 2 fist distance apart, making sure your knees are in line with your ankles here. Bring your arms straight up towards the ceiling and then pull your shoulders down into the carriage. You are gonna start with a little arch in your back so that we can articulate up into our bridge. If your low back is not feeling great today, you can totally just tuck your tailbone, keep a flat back and go straight up and straight down. Otherwise, we are rolling through it to get a little more spine articulation and ab work. When you're ready, inhale to prepare. On your exhale, you're gonna scoop your pelvis up towards the ceiling. We lost that gap underneath our low back, and then you're gonna keep scooping to roll up one bone at a time. At the top, looking for a straight line from your knees, hips to shoulders. Exaggerate the tuck of your tailbone and feel that stretch through your hip flexors. Inhale, and then exhale. Slowly roll it down one bone at a time, like a roller coaster. Stick your butt out at the bottom. Inhale, and exhale, slowly roll it up. And down. We've got 3 more like this. Enjoy the stretch and articulation of your spine as you lift and lower. This is 3. And 2. You're trying to keep your carriage as still as possible by dragging your heels towards your glutes as you move through this. You're using your hamstrings to keep you connected to the stopper. On this next one, you're gonna send your hips all the way up and hold it there. Keeping your pelvis as still as possible, bring your right leg up to tabletop and then extend it straight up towards the ceiling, point your toes. Inhale to lower your right leg straight down, only as much as you can keep your hips still, and then lift it up. Exhale, 10. Let's do 5. Inhale down, exhale up, 4, 3, 2. On this next one, send it up, hold, push from your left heel to pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, find tabletop, set your heel down, reset, get your hips up high. Let's roll all the way down through center. Resetting at the bottom, take an inhale and exhale, roll it all the way back up. This time your left leg comes up to tabletop, extend it up, point your toes, and inhale to reach your left leg away from you, and then lift it up towards the ceiling. 5, 4, getting a little bit of oblique action with our single leg work. 3, 2, on this next one, send it up, hold, push from your right heel to pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find tabletop, set your heel down, squeeze your glutes at the top, and roll down one bone at a time. Beautiful. From here, if you want your headrest up for footwork, you can reach back and pick your headrest up. Otherwise, flat is totally fine. We are gonna get into some footwork here. It's parallel Pilates V, heels together, toes apart, with your toes on the foot bar to begin. Your hands are flat down by your sides. Inhale to prepare and exhale, push all the way out for 10 and drag it in. As you push out, you're using your exhale to knit your ribs together and down. You're zipping up your high inner thighs. On the way in, you're dragging your heels towards your glutes. We've got 6 and zip. And 5, 4, 3, 2, Push all the way out. 1, bend to bring it in, and find parallel heels on your foot bar. Parallel heels on. Flex your ankles, toes to nose. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, stretch it out. 10, and drag yourself in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We're here for 4, 3, 2, all the way out on 1, and bend to bring it in. From here, you're gonna find wide V with your toes on the foot bar, wide V on your toes. Your heels are lifted and tracking in towards one another like the letter V. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, stretch for 10. Even though your heels are not connected here, I want you to imagine they are, and you're pulling your heels in towards one another to zip up your inner thighs without them actually touching. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, push all the way out on 1, and bend to bring it in. Now we are gonna take it into a spicy little calf raises set here. We're gonna start with whatever springs you have on. You're gonna find parallel toes with your legs squeezing together, knees, ankles, feet touching, heels are lifted, push all the way out, and we have 10 calf raises. Inhale to drop both heels underneath the foot bar. Exhale, push through your big toe, second toe to lift it up. 10, 9. Now you want to make them continuous here. 8, not too slow. You want to make sure that you're not bouncing here. 7, controlled calf raises. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1, bend to bring it all the way in. Drape your legs over the foot bar and bring your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, slowly nod your chin to your chest to roll up to seated. Reach your arms up and back at the top. Let's take off the lightest spring. Whatever your lightest spring is will come off. And we'll find that same parallel toes position with your legs squeezing. Push all the way out. Here's your second set. Lower lift for 10. 9. Maybe that first one was a piece of cake. Let me know how you feel after this. 8, 7, 6. This is right about where I start to feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1 and bend to bring it all the way in. We have 1 more set. Drape your legs over. Arms come straight up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slowly nod your chin to your chest. Roll it up. Let's take off our lightest spring again. Here we go. You will roll it all the way back down. Find parallel toes on again and push it out. This is your last set. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Me and you. Let's go. 4. We got this. 3. Give me 2. And 1. Whoa. Bend to bring it in, and you can rock your calves over the foot bar, side to side, up and down. Get a little calf massage, a well-deserved calf massage. Ooh, take it. I hope you're sore tomorrow after that. I'm always sore after a couple sets of calf raises. Now, I want you to make sure that you have 3 springs hooked on. If you don't, you're gonna drape your legs over the foot bar, bring your arms up, roll up to seated, and change your springs to your single leg footwork springs here. So, at least 3 springs are on here. Let's get into a little bit of single leg footwork here. You're gonna find parallel toes on your foot bar, parallel toes on, and we're gonna do a little bit of coordination here. Nothing too crazy though, promise. You're gonna keep your left toes on the foot bar and bring your right leg up to tabletop. Take an inhale to prepare. As you push away with your left leg, your right leg is gonna extend straight up towards the ceiling. Your right leg will lower down to tap the foot bar as your left leg is still pushing you out. Your right leg will lift back up towards the ceiling. Then both knees bend at the same time. Your left leg is gonna bend to bring you all the way home, and your right knee will end up in tabletop. We're gonna do 9 more like that. Both of them extend. Right leg taps the foot bar. bar, right leg lifts, and both legs bend. For 8. You're trying to keep your pelvis as still as possible here, and when you push out, both legs straighten as much as you can straighten them. You also want to make sure here that as your right leg comes back up towards the ceiling after tapping, you're not kicking it up. You want to keep your tailbone anchored down. Find that control here. It's exhale, push, inhale, tap, exhale, lift, inhale, bend. For 5. 4. 3, 2, last 1, bend it all the way in, and let's switch out our feet. First, I want you to find parallel toes on, just to make sure that your feet are in the middle. Then your left leg will come up to tabletop, and same thing on the other side. Inhale to prepare, exhale, press with your right leg, left leg extends. Left leg taps the foot bar, left leg lifts, bend it, and bend both knees at the same time. Coordination, this is one we really got to think about here. And 8. I really like it though because it doesn't let us think about anything else but what we're focusing on here. And that's kind of the whole point of working out. You're taking this time for yourself. And we aren't thinking about anything else in this moment. Focus on your breath, focus on your movement. Give me 3. 2. Last 1. Tap, lift, and bend it all the way home. Drape your legs over the foot bar and bring your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale to prepare, exhale slowly, nod your chin to your chest, roll it up, swivel your legs off to the side, and if you're geared out, you're gonna gear yourself back in now. You're gonna change your springs, and we're gonna lie all the way down on our back. You're gonna reach back behind your shoulder blocks and grab your long loops off the pegs. Long loops go around the arches of your feet, feet in straps. We're gonna get into some inner thigh work here. You're gonna find heels together, toes apart, your turned out tabletop position with your knees bent. We're gonna start with frogs. Inhale to prepare, exhale, you extend your legs out towards the foot bar, squeeze your legs together, and then inhale to bend. Exhale, push, inhale, bend. Think energy through your heels as you push the straps away from you, and then think about using your abs, obliques, to bend your knees in. We've got 3. You're gonna hold it out in 2, making sure your arms are long down by your sides. Hold it out on 1. We're gonna take this into some scissors. So you're gonna flex your ankles, toes to nose, keeping your heels on train tracks. Straight legs are gonna open out to the sides. Your carriage should have barely moved. Then you're gonna point your toes to bring your heels back to touch. It's flex to open and point to close. Try to keep your heels on the same plane the whole time. We've got some adductor work here. Inner thighs, just squeeze in towards the midline of your body. The whole time you're thinking about pushing into the straps. Your legs are as straight and as long as possible. 4. And 3. Here for 2. Last 1. And I want you to keep thinking about those train tracks that your heels were just on. We're gonna take this into Peter Pan or stag. So, keeping your heels on the same plane, right leg is gonna open out to the right, straight right leg as your left knee bends out wide to the side. Hold it there for a second. I want you to make sure your pelvis has not shifted. If it did, make it a little bit smaller. Your heels are in line with one another, and then you're gonna push both legs back towards the foot bar to end up with straight legs in Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. And then we'll switch it out. Left leg goes straight out to the side as your right knee bends wide, pelvis is still as you push to zip. We have 9 and 9, 8 and 8, 7 and 7, 6 and 6, 5 and 5, 4 and 4, keeping it continuous but controlled. 3 and 3. Should feel like you're flying as you open it out to the side and zip. 2 and 2. Last 1 and 1. Extend both legs out towards the foot bar. Let's do some hip circles. We've got 6 in each direction. Inhale, legs go up. Exhale, circle out, down and around. I like to keep my turnout totally up to you if you want to stay in Pilates V or come to parallel with your toes and heels together. Take your pick and stay with it. 3 more in this direction. 2. Last 1, the next time your legs are up, reverse, press down, circle out, up and around for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, you're gonna zip up your legs at the top. Grab your ropes pretty close to that doubled up part of your rope. Let your legs flare out to the sides. You're in a wide split stretch. You can gently rock side to side. Hopefully this feels good on your inner thighs. We just worked them a lot. You're gonna find a butterfly stretch to finish here. The soles of your feet come to touch. You can drop your legs down towards the carriage. We are here for 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, you're gonna safely take one foot out of the strap, find the foot bar with that foot, take your other foot out, find the foot bar, and then hang up your loops. Drape your legs over the foot bar and bring your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale to prepare, exhale slowly, nod your chin to your chest to roll all the way up, big stretch at the top. Go ahead and swivel your legs off to the side, and we're gonna change our springs. Once you've changed your springs, we're gonna meet kneeling facing the foot bar with your feet up against the shoulder blocks. We're gonna take this into a knee stretch series. So, we're gonna sit our glutes right on top of our heels. You're gonna bring your hands to the foot bar and I want you to push away with your arms. Now, your neck is long, your gaze is forward. You're gonna give me the tiniest tuck of your tailbone and then you're gonna lift your butt off your heels just about 2 inches. Your upper body is gonna stay completely still. So the whole time you're pushing away from the foot bar with your arms. Now, only the lower body is gonna move here. Inhale, you're gonna slide your knees back just past your hip crease, and then exhale, you're gonna drag it back underneath you. Notice upper body stays still. Let's do 5 more slow, 4 more slow. It's inhale, back with the knees, exhale, drag, and not all the way back either. Knees go just past the hip crease and drag. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. You should start to feel this in your quads. Now we're gonna go fast. Let's pick up the pace. Inhale back, exhale, drag. 5, faster. 4, more power on the way in. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. I hope you felt that. If you didn't, maybe you can hit that up arrow to feel it a little bit more in your legs, baby. Sit your butt to your heels. We're gonna try the same thing with the round back. We'll start slow. So sit your butt to your heels, push away with your arms. Nod your chin to your chest and dome your spine. Once you dome your spine, your butt should immediately lift a little bit. You're looking between your inner
between your inner thighs, and it's inhale, knees go back past your hip crease, exhale, drag, upper body stays still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna pick up the pace. Let's go 5, try to round your spine more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take a quick child's pose. Nice job. Whew. We are hitting every part of the legs today. So from here, let's go ahead and change our springs. And we are gonna meet standing in the well of our carriage here, the well of our reformer. Just make sure you don't get caught in the ropes when you step into the well. A balance challenge here. So you can find your hands at your hips. If you want more of a challenge, you can always bring your arms out to a T or behind your back. Roll your shoulders back, stand up tall. You're standing about halfway in your well. You're gonna take your right heel and hook it onto the foot bar. Your foot can totally be flat, but I want it flexed. Your toes are up, whether your foot is lifted or whether your foot is down, ankle is flexed. You're gonna square off your hips to point forward. You have a tiny micro bend in your standing knee. Inhale to prepare. On your exhale, I want you to drag your right heel in. Hold it for a second to feel your hamstring and then release it out. You have 10. Exhale, pull and hold. Inhale, drag it back. 8. And 7. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2. On this next one, drag it in, hold, and give me tiny pulses. Up 2 inches, back 2 inches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Very carefully step your right foot down to the ground. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm smiling at myself here because there's a big mirror in front of me. You're gonna take your left foot, hook it on, flex your ankle, square off your hips, tiny micro bend in your right knee. Inhale to prepare, exhale, drag it in for 10. Something about looking at my kneecap, I can see it perfectly in the mirror, gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like kneecaps. I'm just gonna look up. 8, my eyes should be up anyways. Neck is long, gaze is forward. 7, let me know if you can relate to that. I don't know why. Maybe you've never seen your kneecap. Wouldn't recommend it. 5 and 4. We've got 3. 2, drag it in, hold on. 1, give me those tiny pulses. Up 2 inches, back 2 inches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very carefully release. Step your left foot down, and again, be very careful with the ropes as you step off to one side. Beautiful. We are gonna stay right where we are with that spring. We are gonna grab our platform extender and put it on. Make sure this wooden lip goes behind the back edge of the wood back here. The curvy part should go right where your foot bar is. We're very carefully gonna meet standing on our carriage with our hands on the foot bar first. So hands to the foot bar, step one foot on, step your opposite foot on. I want you to bring your right foot to the platform extender, and I want you to make sure that the ball of your foot is all the way on the platform extender, which means your toes can wiggle off a tiny bit. Your left foot is about halfway back on your carriage with your heel lifted. Now, roll your shoulders back. You're in a flat back here, neck long. You're gonna straighten out your back leg, and we're gonna start with some lunges here. So you're gonna push from your right leg to stand up, both legs straighten, and then you're gonna bend it back down into this lunge position. 10, stand it up, and push it back. 9, and 8, If your hips are squared, you should feel a nice hip flexor stretch as you come down on the left side here. 7 and 6. So right now it's your front leg, that's your right leg that's doing the work to stand you up and bring you down into the lunge. 6, 5. Let your gaze follow the motion. For 4, think light on your hands here. 3, 2. On this next one, send it down and hold. We've got scooters. Now just your back knee will bend and extend. For 10, you're trying to hold a 90-degree bend in your right knee. Your left leg is bending and extending. 9, 8, your chin is off of your chest, your shoulders are back. 7 and 6 and 5. Squeeze your glute as you push. For 4, it should start feeling spicy in that standing leg though. 3, 2, push it all the way out on 1 and bring it halfway in, pulse down and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very carefully straighten both of your legs, bring the carriage all the way into the stopper, and then step your right foot onto the carriage. Make sure your hands are still on the foot bar. I want you to pull on the foot bar, get a little stretch. Reach your hips back. Wiggle it out, and let's switch out the foot. Left foot comes onto the platform. Make sure the ball of your foot is fully supported. Your right foot is about halfway back on your carriage with your heel lifted. Let's start with both legs straight. And we inhale to bend your left knee, slide your right leg back, neck long, chest up, and then push from your left foot to come up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down on this next one. Here come your scooters. Your right knee will bend and extend for 10. Inhale, bend, exhale, send it out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push it all the way out on 1. Bring it halfway in, little pulses down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very carefully straighten your legs, bring the carriage all the way in. Step your left foot to the carriage and get your stretch. Do not let go of the foot bar. Hands stay on your foot bar. Wiggle it out side to side. And then we're very carefully gonna step one foot onto the floor. Your other foot will come onto the floor. Let's take our platform extender and put it down. All right, from here you're gonna change your springs. We're gonna grab our box. We're gonna finish with a really fun little planking leg series. You're gonna bring your box onto your carriage on its side, maybe a little more gracefully than I just did. You're gonna place your box onto the carriage and tilt it on its side like so. The wood is up against the shoulder blocks. The black part is facing the foot bar. Again, hands come to the foot bar first. Step one foot onto your carriage, then step your other foot onto the carriage. Keeping your hands on the foot bar, I want you to prop your heels up in the middle of the box in Pilates V. Heels together, toes apart. You're gonna come down into a squat with your glutes hovering right over that box, and then you're gonna push your legs out and squeeze your legs together. You're now in a plank. We're gonna do a little jackrabbit here. Knees bend like a frog, and then push and squeeze your legs together. 10, 9, 8. You're trying to keep your hips down here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On this next one, send it out, hold, bring it halfway in, and we have little pulses back for 10. It's really slow. 9, 8. You're feeling this in your abs and legs. 7, 6, 5. Keeping your hips where they are in space. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very carefully bring it all the way in. You'll step your right foot off to the side. You'll step your left foot off to the side, and go ahead and flip your box the long ways. Finishing with a little bit of back extension here. You're gonna come belly down on your box facing the foot bar. Your hands are on the foot bar with your elbows wide. Point your toes, lift your legs up, and squeeze your glutes. You should feel your glutes active here. Push away with straight arms. Keeping your arms long, lift your head and chest up to pull your wrists towards your hips. Pull your shoulders down at the top. Enjoy that stretch. Push away with straight arms, then bend to bring it in. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift to swan. Push it out and bend it home. Let's do 2 more like this. All the way out. Lift to swan, enjoy it. Push away, bring it all the way home. And you're gonna scoot yourself a tiny bit back on your box here. Let's finish with a little swimming. So, from here, I want you to keep your toes pointed, legs lifted and active back there. You're gonna stretch your arms out in front of you. You're gonna pull your belly button up and in, your arms are lifted. You're gonna flutter your arms up and down, keeping your pelvis still. It's inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Faster, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold. Bring your hands onto the foot bar. Neck long, but you're looking down. Now just your legs. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs higher. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold. And you can slide off to the side. You can set your box off. And we have made it. Amazing work today. Let's roll down when you're ready. Inhale, arms go all the way up. Reach for the ceiling. On your exhale, nod your chin to your chest. Dive all the way down. Hug your elbows at the bottom. You can gently rock side to side. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Release your hands. Give me a soft bend in both knees. Inhale. Exhale, slowly restack. At the top, one more inhale, arms go all the way up. Grab lots of love, lots of gratitude at the top and bring it down to heart center. Amazing work today. Thank you so much for moving with me, and I'm super excited to see you again next time. Before you go, at the end of your workout, don't forget to look at your My Results tab where you will see your MQS. You'll want to be in a zone of progress with a score between 50 and 80, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.